Join my army of the dead. Join my army of the dead.
Good day.
Impossible.
Join my army of the dead.
Impossible. I can't. Impossible. Hey, enjoy. Nice of you to drop by. No pressure for you to watch if you don't. Or, whoa, whoa, whoa! I hear the echo. There we go. Okay, good. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't mean to pull you from whatever you were doing for you to come or anything like that. It's it's unusual that like past a half hour into the stream, nobody has dropped by or anything. Usually, if that happens, that means that stream notices weren't sent out by Twitch, I think. But yeah, how's it going? It's good to see you. I'm just hopping on, or I hopped on today, and it looks to me like there's still no chatbot, unfortunately. But good news is it seems to be coming back at the end of the week, so yeah, it's kind of exciting. I think that's been a huge blow for people this season. Sorry, just running some cows on POD. Oh shit, you're playing POD. How's that going for you? Enjoy? I know that that's all the rage. I know that's what a lot of people are playing right now, of course. And I'd be lying if I didn't say that I tried it myself. I actually did play a bit of POD on reset night. Yeah, I straight up made an account, or not made an account, I made a character, and I went to play my good old poison creeping, flame dashing druid until somebody out-leveled me, which happened at level 17, so after that I was like, okay, I'm good, and I quit. It's alright, not much luck MFing. Best thing so far, 21 Maras. Okay, that's not bad, but yeah, I can imagine that's not too, for a week into the ladder, that's kinda, I can imagine that being kinda disheartening. When did you start, by the way? When did you begin, playing? Level 87 Necro. Oh wow, interesting. Was that level 87 just through bail runs, or did you actually like? That's the level you hit just by MFing, because I know that. Yeah, if you only MF'd and then you hit level 87, but you still don't have any good finds, like better finds than fucking Maras, then that's quite surprising. Especially on POD no less, where they've tweaked the rarity of these high runes, so. Like on Slash, I wouldn't be surprised if you had like a dry streak of a week, but on POD, that is unexpected, I had to admit. Alright, I think we're done here. Pit runs mostly. Handling every day. Oh really? You actually played on reset night. Yeah, I guess you probably didn't play right from the get-go, though. I played, like, right from the get-go. Oh, you know what? You know what? Maybe you were playing from the get-go, but they removed the feature where you can actually see the names of people who, yeah, like, the chatbot would sometimes be like, congratulations, name here, this player has reached, a specific level, if they're the first one to reach that level. And I didn't see that. I specifically named myself, I think it was BNet is trash. And I wanted that to show up for the first 17 levels, but unfortunately that didn't end up being a thing. So you really have been like abysmally unlucky. That's crazy. Ooh, Magic Coronet. +2. Oof. I'm telling you, man, I get all these runes. I'm hoping for a high rune at some point. Anyway. Cool. Okay. Guess I go down this way. Anyway, yeah. Did you ever run a Cold Druid maxed out? Oh, yeah, I did. Did you want to try mine? I mean, I shouldn't say I did. I didn't actually, to be honest. It's a bit of a lie. I'll show you the character I had, okay? I don't know if you remember, but there was a season I ran 1,000 Ancient Tunnels, and I used a Cold Druid for that. I don't think I ever ended up getting all facets, but I just didn't think that that was, well, like, yeah, I could snapshot, I think is what it's called, the like a crystal sword with 6/5/5 cold facets, I guess, but I think that was more trouble than it had to be. I want to see what's the character name. I believe it's D2D2. Shit, I actually don't know. I actually don't remember the name. Cenarius. Yeah, I think it would have been D2-Cenarius. Let me write it in. Yeah, go check it out. Did you want to do that for POD, or did you want to run it like next season on Slash? Because, yeah, I think it might be worth a shot. I see, like, honestly, I ran 1,000 AT, and it seems to be like 1 in every 200 runs. You can expect to get a Hyron, something like that, on average. And meanwhile, I see other people. Like there was somebody who posted their results with their Windy Druid, and you know they were running AT, and it was roughly 1 in 200, and they were pulling like 3-minute runs. So yeah, I don't know. I think that could be fun for you one season. And he brought up that idea, and I thought you made one. Yeah, I did actually. I did actually make one. You said he brought up that idea. What idea exactly did he come up with? I'm surprised that he would even theory craft the notion of a druid, but... And it's funny that you mentioned this too, because next season I'm going to be playing alongside Deucecrim, who will be making a druid, and we're going to be, well, we're going to be doing some fun things with druids. Like a juiced up cold druid for AT? Yeah, I mean, I know I'm surprised, well, I don't know, I'm sure Dan knows, but I know Jeebus actually made character, a cold druid, like, yeah, Jeebus actually did this one season, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it was the first character he started off with, but yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm very surprised that you guys ended up in a conversation like that, talking about a cold druid of all, well, a druid of all things. I figured that that's one of the characters he's least interested in, if anything. Okay, here, let me, I'll show you the character now quickly before I go to the next one. Here he is, D2-Cenarius. He was actually one of the characters that I played the most of. Back in that, overall. Second only to Poison Necro. Anyway. Yeah, this character, the way I set it up, it's hitting about 2.8k. I could have probably boosted it closer to 3k if I reorganized my inventory accordingly. I just need to put my torch here, put TP Tome here, put like a cube here, and then I could have actually had 2 extra GCs if I wanted to really max out on damage. And I think also I had 103 FCR. There's definitely improvements that could have been made, is the bottom line here. Yeah, so yeah, that's why when you were saying a cold druid with maxed out cold facets, there's a lot of different ways you could build the cold druid with the cold facets. Like this is the setup I had, and it was good enough for 80. I'll show you a run with it in a second. Why not? But the problem here is, like, if I really wanted to take it all the way, like, honestly, if you're running AT, your switch is going to be CTA. Like, yeah, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine you ever wanting to run anything else. But if you're running something else other than AT, then, you know, you have Doom on your main weapon because it's got minus enemy cold res. But then you use, like, a 6/5/5 cold faceted sword and 4/5/5 cold faceted shield so that you can maximize your hurricane damage. Then you cast Hurricane on the swap, then you switch back to Doom, and then you get more minus res. So that's how you can maximize damage there. But again, that's All hypothetical. Yeah, it's 94. Although, yeah, 94 isn't too difficult to get, to be honest. Here, let me show you what it would look like if I ran AT. Although, again, I don't have CTA on this character. It's, because I subbed it off a long time ago. Yeah, look how quickly everything just dies. Honestly, you get gated by two things with this character: the delay on Hurricane and also the cast speed, I guess. But mostly just the damage on Hurricane. It's not enough to really one-shot them. I think if you had like a little, well, you might be able to set it up so that you can one-shot the invaders, but by and large, it's gonna be a 2-tick kill. That's the problem here. I don't know, but it's a pretty fun character though. Hey, look at that, a Malroad. Hey, a Maul. Very nice. Well, it's a shame that I'm playing on I'm not playing ladder. Look at that. I run 1 AT on my non-ladder character. Boom. A Maul and a Mal. Look at that. A Mal and a Maul, dude. Mal and a Maul. That's fucking incredible. You know, wasted RNG, I know, right? It's funny though. A Mal and a Maul. Like what are the odds? I wish I could. Yeah, low-key, I should have maybe considered clipping that. Mal and Maul. It's a sign. Honestly, this is a sign. I'm a superstitious one. So yeah, dude, that's it right there. Anyway, yeah, but you got the idea. That's how the character plays out. It's pretty fun, and you can take a look at it yourself if you'd like. But and you can try it. You can always just ask me if you wanted to give this a little shot. But I don't have I just don't have a CTA on it. I guess I could swap out a CTA onto this character if I really wanted, but anyway, you got the idea. I'm gonna go back to doing my run now, or my runs, unless there was something specifically you wanted to see. Anyway, tonight I wasn't planning to stream for too long. My goal is probably run 485, I think. Yeah, probably only gonna stream for about another hour. Which should take me to 485. Maybe 490. It's a sign! Nice. That's good. I just didn't have enough of a reaction because I didn't realize that it was a fucking Mal and a Maul. Like what are the odds, dude? Like what actually are the odds of that happening? That's so funny. Mal and a Maul. Ha! I'm telling you, you're gonna be one of the first people to know. But I want to make a shop where the currency is gonna be in malls, not mals, not ohms, not burrs, just malls. It sounds like a lot of fun, honestly. Love to see a season like that. Something silly. In the past, I've made D2D2's 500k gold shop. That was a huge success. I loved that. Honestly, but I think I'm even more hyped for the mall idea, just because it's so ridiculous, and I think it has a lot of potential for memes. But yeah, how else are you doing? Enjoy. Again, it's nice to see you again. The gold shop was cool. Yeah, no, the gold shop was nice. It felt great. Win-win, you know? You get to use your, you know, like, I got all these items that I don't really need that would just sit and rot on mules, and I could trade them out to people who need them. And at the same time, they get, I get gold, which I needed to keep repairing my staff. It was kind of like a factory. Alright, the usual. How about me? I've been alright. Yeah, just been really busy lately, and also, yeah, mostly just been busy, honestly. Yeah, I've been watching a fair bit of Twitch lately. People playing Fall Guys and some Warzone too. That's been pretty cool, honestly. Really fun watching that. And spending time with friends virtually, real life friends. Who do I watch? That's a good question. Let me just see if I can remember some names. Off the top of my head, Tfue. Tfue, I don't know what it is. I actually really enjoy watching Tfue. Like, he's I can never really find an explanation for it. I feel like he's just very honest. I like that, you know, honestly. Like, he seems very genuine, in a way. Like he speaks his mind. Like a lot of people speak their mind, but and I don't know, Tfue comes off to a lot of people as if he's just nonstop complaining, but like for me, I like a lot of the issues that he complains about are definitely things which I can resonate with sometimes. So anyway, so Tfue, they're just trying to think of some others. Let's see, who else? Cloaksy, Nickmercs. Yeah, a lot of Warzone streamers lately, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare streamers, which, or people streaming in that category, which is generally going to default to Warzone. I don't know, I've seen, the multiplayer for like, COD, like, the new Modern Warfare, and it's kinda, but Warzone looks fun. S&D even looks pretty fun, to be honest. So I've been watching a fair bit of that. And then Fall Guys, like I said. I'm sure you've heard of Fall Guys at least, Enjoy. Fall Guys is like, I don't know, it's a super chill, casual game, but it's also competitive. And it's not, I don't know, it's cool. It honestly seems really cool. That's what I can say about it, I suppose. Watch a lot of XQC and Lyric and GTA RP streamer Penta, and then some random Minecraft speedruns too. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. And I'm guessing you've been watching a fair bit of that lately too, yeah? Because you said you were playing on POD. I'm guessing you haven't played as much Slash. And I'm guessing you've been watching these guys streaming on your spare time as well. Yeah, have you been playing anything else recently? I mean, have you been? Well, what else have you been up to? I know that you said that you were talking to Dan, so I figured that Dan was probably joining in with you on POD. What I'm curious about is if you guys play with Jeebus on POD. I know that he sold his Enigma for malls, and I know that on POD he was doing a stream, and he actually had a lot of people who tuned in, just analyzing characters, if I remember correctly. But anyway, yeah, that's all that. Hey, welcome to stream to Lucky Guy. How is it going? Just tuned in. What are the Maul and Frostburn encounters about? That's a great question. So, you know, there's a lot of items on Diablo 2 that are very worthwhile. And I thought it would be really fun to keep track of the number of frost... Okay, so let me actually take a step back here. It's kind of a bit of an inside joke with some of the people from the server that I play with regularly. That they basically give me all the frostburns that they get. So basically, anytime I come across frostburns, I collect those frostburns just for that one. Well, mostly it's just for one person. It's one specific person. His name is Coaster. Yeah, I don't remember how the joke started, but for whatever reason, he just likes throwing frostburns at me. So yeah, basically I take all the frostburns he gets, and I collect all the frostburns that I come across, and then I figured it'd be fun to do like a little frostburns counter, and just see how many I get, you know. As well, keep myself busy with these mausoleum runs because I'm not really getting too much else anyway. Meanwhile, for the malls, similar story. Now, it's not really like, it's not from one person, but a bunch of us on the server thought it'd be, well, just, it's become a meme. I don't know how it became a meme in the first place, but the value of Frostburn, or sorry, the value of malls, and I mean this when I say malls, not mal runes, but like malls, like the weapon, a fucking maul in this game. Okay, the value of a maul has just been blown out of proportion as part of an inside joke. So yeah, I've been, anytime I come across any maul, okay, ogre maul, like white ogre maul, set ogre maul, unique maul. If I come across any mauls, I up the maul counter. So yeah, yeah, the counters are just there for the lulz, really. They're nothing special. It's not like you can collect a bunch of mauls or frostburns and cube them into like this all-powerful item on Slash. It just you know, we had a few good laughs, and I thought it'd be a great idea to see if I could keep track of how many mauls I actually came across, and that's just the main idea behind the counter between the mauls and the frostburns. But yeah, it's a really good question, and I wish I had a better explanation for it. Normally I'd be able to give a well-detailed and reasonable explanation, but really it just boils down to memes and inside jokes that even I don't really know the origin story for, frankly. But anyway, yeah. Just POD and some CSGO. Oh yeah, that's right, CSGO. You're still playing that too, huh? Yeah, I was thinking about CSGO lately. But I'll talk more about that in a second, actually. Jeebs sometimes hops into Discord here and there. Fair enough, fair enough. Jeebs is an interesting guy. He, I know he plays a little bit of everything. Like, he was playing on... I didn't even realize he had played on Slash this season until he was selling in his Enigma. And he went back to POD, and then he was, like, streaming a bit of POD, and he was, like, I don't know, he's just all over the place. But I actually don't know too much about him because I don't get to chat with him one-on-one very often. Anyway. Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question, lucky guy. New COD trailer out today. Is it? Actually, I should go check it out. I'm actually kind of curious now. Yeah, I kind of want to dig into it. I'm kind of glad they went back to their roots, honestly. Like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 are fucking goated, dude. Okay, like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and World at War. Like, that was the trilogy. In my eyes, in my heart, that was the real Black Ops. Not fucking Black Ops 3, not fucking Black Ops 4. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and fucking World at War with fucking Reznov, alright? Reznov, Woods, Hudson, Alex Mason, like, those guys, I'm telling you, yeah, like, that was the good shit. That really was. Frank Woods, you can't kill me! Anyway, but I guess there's no COD, there aren't any, COD fanatics here, so I probably can't really, share, or I don't really know if, no one really will get my references, so I should stop before I embarrass myself too much. Anyway, just some POD CSGO. So yeah, CSGO. No, I find it interesting that you're still playing CSGO. I was actually reflecting with a couple of friends a couple nights ago. I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about how like I can still play Diablo even to this day. All right, like I just haven't had enough time to play it lately, or I'd be playing a lot more. But yeah, Diablo. Aside from like Diablo, in the past I've played plenty of other games, right? Like I used to play Battlefield. I used to play more recently like League. I used to play Dota, and then I actually quit on all of these games. And I took a step back and I really tried to think about it, right? Like, what is it that causes me to quit? Like I know that there's some people who just hop between games, and there's no games that they'll really stay hooked onto for an extended period of time. Yeah, there's just some people who just constantly, you know, like in my case, I've been playing on Slashdiablo the last 8 or 9 seasons. But there's definitely a lot of other people they'll play like 1 season, they'll hop off for 3 seasons, then they'll play 2 seasons, and they'll hop off for another, 2 seasons, and they'll come back. And, it's like, it makes me think, like it's kind of like this for some games, right? Some people are just, they get bored, which is totally cool. That's fine. But I also know that there's some people, like myself, who can play games for long periods of time, and we get very, invested into these games. But at some point, you just stop playing it. And it's not really because you get bored of it. Or sorry, I should not speak for other people. I should just speak for myself. In my case, like, there's a lot of games for which I stopped playing it not because I got bored of it, but because like the level of frustration associated with the game outweighed the enjoyment factor of the game. Yeah. I don't know. That was a thought I had, but I guess I don't know how many people are in that same boat. Anyway, point is, CS:GO. I'm glad you're still enjoying that, Maverick. If you're still around, yeah, the fact that you're still playing suggests to me that you still very much enjoy the way the game works, how the flow is. I am curious though, like, do they ever rebalance anything in CS:GO? Like I know that in Modern Warfare or in most Call of Duties, like they realize that things are broken and they gotta like patch it like pretty quickly. In League and Dota, obviously they're always doing patches. I've never really stopped to check out whether CS:GO does patches. Like if they constantly try to like rebalance their game, or they keep it relatively consistent or whatnot. Anyway, yeah. How are the rest of you guys doing? I mean, I don't. Surprisingly, there aren't many people today. I am very surprised. Honestly, I am. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, people are always free to show up whenever they feel like, but I cannot help but feel like the reason why so few people showed up today is because stream notices didn't get sent out on Twitch. Yeah. Hey, Superior Ogre Mall. Ain't that nice? It's a mall. Another mall. Alright, let's put that on. Another mall on run number 477. Interesting. I think this one's a slightly shorter run than usual. Yeah, I'm happy with these runs though. Because I'm not constantly answering questions, I can focus a bit more, which means I can get through more runs. So there's really... I generally prefer having more people to converse with, but of course, being able to get through more runs than I typically do on average is also very nice. So, yeah. You guys let me know if you have any other questions. I'm just going to keep plowing through these runs. Yeah, I mean, just let me know if you have questions about the build, if you have questions about Slashdiablo, this private server I'm playing on. Yeah, if you guys are just hanging out. If you're all having a lovely week so far.
My army will destroy.
Oh, there you go. There's some messages. Hey, Watcher. Yes, the Frosties did absolutely go on the counter. Yes, yes it did. Is a good question. Wait, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Why did I come all the way here? That's so weird. I was like, wait, this doesn't look like Mausoleum at all. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna keep heading onward. Had to stop halfway to the run because I had to hop over to Discord. I talked to Seth. Hey, lucky guy. So, private server, /Diablo. That explains the map and loot filter. Haven't been there yet. Oh, yes. Thanks for the answer. Yeah, no problem. Sounds like good fun, friendly stuff with the counters. Carry on. Yeah, cheers, dude. Let me know if you have other questions. Been there yet. Yeah, no, /Diablo's a lot of fun. Definitely would recommend trying it out if you have free time. Or if you just want the good old classic D2 experience. Now, there are some things different, of course, as you can see. Like, there's the loot filter, map hack is permitted. But, like, the core gameplay, they didn't change any of the skills. They didn't try to rebalance anything. So, you know, Enigma's still really strong. Like, and some people, it's not, you know, for some people, it's not their cup of tea. But for me, I like good old classic D2. So, that's kind of what I roll with. Oh, what the? I freaking alt-tab for a bit. I come back and I'm like half health. That's crazy. I usually aren't able to do that so easily. Anyway, what are you talking about? Is this the new mic? No, this actually is not. Again, I fucking had to cancel my order. Oh, you weren't here. You didn't hear me when I said this previously. I had to... Fuck. My order got backlogged and I had to cancel it. And I had to order from somewhere else now. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna straight order it from Amazon. Like, and if I can't get it from Amazon, then well, fuck. Like, I'm just probably gonna do it. Make my next video or videos with this mic. There's no other choice. At my parents' house. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that could have something to do with it. But yeah, I didn't switch headsets. I wish I had. Yeah, I wish I had such good news to report, but I'm afraid I don't. Anyway, yeah, yeah, lucky guy. Let me know if you have questions about the build, what I'm doing, or the private server. Easy cave farming, yeah. Yep, easy cave farming, that's how we roll. Oh, my speaker as usual. Okay, I see. Did you get the stream notice, by the way, on 3 Watcher? I was, wondering, because, I did... Yeah, surprisingly, there weren't that many people who tuned in, at the start today. Like, it took about a little over a half hour, actually. You did? Oh, okay. So you actually did get a notice. Okay, that's cool. It felt like, well, usually that's no coincidence. If people aren't showing up at the start, well, within the first half hour of the stream, that's usually tied to the stream notice having not gone out because, Twitch was being a hoe. You might run in sub 4, sub 5 minutes, so I was quite happy about that. And besides, since I'm not actually going to be streaming for too long this evening, I'm probably going to be streaming for like another 30 minutes. Yeah, the more runs, the better, yeah. F for you. We back. Let's take a look. Did my stream DC? Yeah, I think my stream just may have straight up disconnected, which, yeah, I don't know why. I have no idea. Had to refresh. Yeah, I mean, I looked at my Twitch page and it said that there was a network error, which means I probably did DC. I don't know why I DC'd, but I did DC. Anyway, what was I saying to you? Yeah, no, that's basically it. How's your week been, Home 3? Yeah, I told you. Now the days are Tinder date, but yeah, it's not going to be a very long one, I'm afraid. Just thought I'd get some runs in, and again, I'm trying to... I mean, I told you guys I would be doing Wednesday streams, so I kind of wanted to live up to my word and actually do some streams. Even if it's short streams, it's, that's totally fine. I just get a chance to catch up with you guys a little bit, I suppose, so, yeah. Hey, there you go, Coaster. Hey, what's up, Coaster? How you doing? Hey, Mystic, can you show current gear? Yeah, sorry, my bad. I actually did miss that. I was trying to find... I don't know how I... Oh, there you go. I actually... well, I didn't miss the comment. I just didn't make it quite to that comment. Anyway, yeah, my current gear. It's the same as before. Nothing's really changed. 6 Shale Phase Blades, Smoke, Raven Lore with a P Topaz so I can hit the magic number 200 MF. Rhyme, again, I can get CB... I have CBF off of Ravenfrost, but I need the 25 MF off my shield. These... Drax. Honestly, I could probably just replace these for... Oh, yeah, right, but the problem is I don't have enough wealth. That's why I haven't upped these to War Traps. I could totally put these... turn these into War Traps, and then just replace this for Spirit, and boom, done. Like there's my... Well, I mean, that would just solve a lot of my problems, but alas... I heard by like 4 different people that the reason why you aren't playing is that your Fireclaw Druid sucks. Who said that? I mean, I'm not even really too concerned about who said it. I'm more actually curious about how they said it. I mean, with chat channel down, I guess you maybe by Discord, like you've been hanging around in that chat, I suppose. Yeah, maybe. The voice chat? All right, that'll do it. Yeah, because the chat bot is still down, which again is a huge, which is very unfortunate. I have no other way of putting it. By the way, it's nice to see you, Coaster, but I'm not going to be playing for too long this evening. I think I'm only going to, I'm going to be going for about another half hour or so, and then I'm going to probably call it a night early. Got things I got to take care of tonight. Yeah, appreciate you stopping by. How have you been, Coaster? Anyway, like yeah, as I've mentioned, or I guess you weren't here last week when I had said it, but I don't have the time to play like you know, the first week of the season. I made time to play, but I can't just play Slash non. Like I wish I had the time to play Slash non-stop. Yeah, like sure, I'm down for that, but. No, me not playing this season is not tied to the performance of my build, which I'm sure you already know. Knowing you, you know that, you know me, you know that I'm not going to stop playing for a season because my build is ass or anything like that. In fact, if anything, my build being crappy actually helps motivate me to keep playing for a season, because if I... Yeah, it actually motivates me to keep playing, because if I already have a fully decked out character and I, you know, have all the equipment that I need, then I'm more inclined to quit because there's nothing else left to do for that season. But yeah, actually this season I still have a goal, like a couple goals that I want to hit. Well, for starters, I just straight up haven't quit. That's just straight dead wrong. Second of all, yeah, like, there's still a lot of things I want to do this season which I haven't done, right? Like, I want to do 1,000 Mausoleum. I want to do... I want to actually finish this character and show off some really cool secret builds. Like, there's so much to do. So, no, I haven't quit for the season because my build sucked. Like, yeah, I know. I find it amusing that some people would have even suggested the notion. And even more intrigued as to who would say such things. Well, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Last time I talked to people, they like I think last season when I had a so-called disappearing act, the word went around on the server that I had basically died, and that was why I was no longer streaming or playing on the server. So I guess this wouldn't be such a bad... This isn't... Compared to that, I guess this is not nearly as bad a hypothesis as to what me not playing as much. Surprised even, because the Fireclaw Druid is doing pretty good. I'm not. The name Fireclaw Druid... Well, I mean, like... Again, our standards of how well the build performs isn't the same standards as everybody else. Everybody else... Well... Just the name Fireclaws Druid I think for a lot of people is like just like, okay, yeah, it sucks. Like a lot of people will have, even without testing it, will just say it sucks. And besides that, well, they don't even say it just because, oh yeah, it's a Fireclaws Druid. It's kind of like, oh, it's a fire type build and it's a melee build, and these two things are a little bit tougher to play than a lot of the other builds for farming, and that's kind of a given. But the other thing too is like, for a lot of people, they care about run optimality, and their so-called Blizzard can run AT in like a minute, and you know it takes me fucking 4 minutes to run Moz. So, or if I were to run into AT or some other area, probably it would take me longer than most of the other builds. So yeah. Anyway, basically, yeah. For us, the Fireclaw Druid is pretty good. For most other people, I think that they would be inclined to disagree. Is all I'm trying to say. But of course, you know that too. But you know, that's just more or less gotta point it out. Anyway, been alright, demotivated, have a hard time playing without the chatbot. Yeah, I figure as much. Honestly, again, even if the chatbot were up, I'd still be playing the same amount, frankly. But I do definitely empathize for a lot of people for whom the social aspect of the server plays a huge part in what keeps people going. So yeah, for the chatbot to be down is a massive casualty for, I think, people's enjoyment on Slash, which is kind of unfortunate. Or friends, yeah. You could farm Andy for Amaras. Yeah. I mean, I'm not looking for Amaras. I'm just looking for like a decent rune, like a Gull, or like a. I guess I could technically trade out my Vex. I think I still have a Vex. Yeah, I could trade out like my Vex for Travs and then replace my shield for Spirit. That would actually boost my damage. But of course, the caveat there would be that, well, honestly, that would probably be the way to go. Like, if I'm really thinking about it, there's really no reason for me not to do that. Like, yeah, I could hold on to Vex and be like, okay, well, this will take me closer to this will take me closer to my thing, to my Enigma. But really, it's kind of like what. That's like 1/10 of an Enigma. Whereas I'm just better off getting Travs, I guess. I don't know, man. Well, imagine farming 500 Dyrons and not having anyone distract you. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. That could be rough. So yeah, tell me about your presumably awful luck. How have you how have things been going for you? What's your situation this season, Ghoster, with your summoning, your hybrid summoner? What's going on there? Yeah. Again, for me, like, I need Burr for Enigma or Low for a Fort. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Yeah, in my case too, like, again, I mean, I'll reiterate this, like, like, I have most of the core equipment that I need for this character, so that is the good news for sure. Like, after this, I obviously still need Enigma to finish my build, but I'm not. What I can at least do, like, at a bare minimum this season, I want to finish the 1,000 Moz runs. And after next stream, I'll probably be a little past halfway, so I'm pretty excited. I'm actually pretty excited. Yeah, for me, the Moz runs are the big thing. Like, I guess if I don't finish the build, then that's fine. No biggie. Although I do want to showcase that other super secret build that I keep talking about. That'll have to be later. Like, I'll have to work something out there. I'll have to work out if I can borrow other people's gear for a demo, or if I could just show you guys the hero edited character. Because I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be able to farm enough wealth to make it. Because again, I need Enigma. Frankly, I don't see myself finishing 1,000 Maws and still being able to make my Enigma. But I want to do 1,000 Maws, right? Like, I prioritize 1,000 Maws over everything else. I want to know the results of 1,000 full clear Maws. That for me is the most interesting thing. Hey, Marahum, good to see you. How have you been? And how has your progress been? And kind of a shame that I don't get to see or talk to you very often, despite having been the one to, well, having... I think I was the one who introduced you to this server in the first place, and I haven't been able to play that much lately. But also, the chat bot has kicked the bucket, which, again, that's kind of shitty. And yeah, it's been quite a ride this season. Okay, anyway, let's see. 2 ohms, 8 ohms in currency, but I can't progress my build. You have 8 ohms in currency? That's interesting, yeah. Why? Wait, what? You have 8 ohms in currency. You're 4207 LK run dry of anything higher than Lem? Damn, dude. That's fucked. Yeah, I thought I had it bad. Like, because I'm running Maws, right? And I'm just like, you know, doing these Maws runs, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, damn, I haven't come across a single higher... Well, okay, that's a lie. I got Vex, I think, a couple runs back, or a little while ago. Yeah, 455 gold chest. I got a Vex, but it's not exactly like I've been swimming in wealth, despite the number of hours I've sunk into this. Like, just to put it into perspective, I think, what, 500 runs, 5 minutes a run, that's 2,500 minutes. Oh, dear fuck, that's 2,500 divided by, what, no, okay, frick. Divided by 60, yeah, there you go. 41 hours already? Is my math right? I think it actually might be. Here, let me just double check that. So 500 runs times 5 minutes each, and then divided by 60. Yeah, no, it's been 41 hours. I've put 41 hours into running these Moz runs already, which is pretty insane now that I think about it. I shouldn't call it pretty insane, because again, there's people who've definitely sunk in more hours in their farming, such as you, Coaster, but yeah, here I thought I had the short end of the stick, 41 hours of farming for only Vex, but I mean, here you are running LK, which is supposedly an optimal area, and it's like, nope, got nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Anyway, yeah, good luck though, Coaster. I hope you find something soon, and hope we find something soon. But I am curious though. You said you have 8 ohms in currency, but you can't progress your build. But you can't progress your runes. You need them. Oh, you know what? I see. You need the runes for. Let me guess. You need the runes. For whatever else. So like, let me guess. For like Enigma, for example, you probably have Jaw, but you need Burr. And then with Fortitude. No, wait. El Sol Dole Low. So you actually do need a low for that. I don't know. You need the runes for stuff. I'll be stuck finding them again. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah. I presume it's not one of those situations either where, like, you can build the item now and use that to help speed up your runs, because in the past I remember, like, a long time ago, and I'm sure you don't do this, but I remember the past I used to hold on to like all the runes I got rather than actually and only working with the bare minimum to do the runs that I wanted to do, when in reality what I should have been doing was to actually use that wealth to get gear upgrades, like I did this season, for example. Like this season I was very good with spending my runes right away whenever I got them. Yeah. Anytime I got a rune, I would spend it to try and upgrade my character so I could do the runs quicker. But again, I don't really quite think you're as stingy as I was from a couple years back, so I don't think that's a problem for you. Anyway, pretty good, man, Marahum was saying. Managed to clear out everything in hell with the bow was on after making Faith this past week. Yo, how did that come about? I know you, said, I think you got, what was it? I know you, okay, I think it was Jaw that you were missing. I remember now, yeah, you had... Faith is... Shit, I actually can't remember. Faith. There you go. Om Ja Lem Eld. There you go. You had the Om. I think you had the Lem. You had the Eld. Eld's easy enough to get, but it was the Jaw that you were missing, and you. Oh no, I remember. You got Sir. You got a Sir rune from LK, and you were trying to trade that. You were trying to find something that would help you match that Sir rune, so that you could get a Jaw. Right. And then once you got that, then you would be able to actually go forth and kick hell like ass in hell. Yep. Now I'm thinking about what the next build might be. Okay, cool, awesome, good stuff, dude. Yeah, let me know how it goes. That sounds lit. I mean, meanwhile, me here, I'm still broke as shit. I'm still trying to find even a few high runes. And there were two builds I wanted to make, and this is, of course, one of them, as you can see. Although, again, granted, I would want to have this build with Enigma. It would make things so much easier instead of this silly smoke. But anyway, I've been finding stuff, but there was no way to sell the stuff, so I ended up char-seeing a lot. Char-seed a D-Fathom gave away a Shaco. What percentage was the Fathom coaster? Char-seed countless Skiller GCs. Yeah, okay, well, Skiller GCs are, you know, that's understandable enough, I suppose. Yeah, Skiller GCs, not too surprised there, but D-Fathom was a bit surprising. Finding the sword last week helped quite a bit. Throughout all the LK runs, I collected every single flawless to make 4 mules. Oh, I remember. Right. I saw your post. It was you who made that thread, wasn't it? I remember there was a post where there was like somebody was selling a shit ton of perfect gems. I think you were even told to split it up into P amethysts, or set aside the P amethysts and then sell the rest of your gems separately. Yes, I remember. Yep, it's all coming back to me. It's been some time. Like, there's been so much that has happened for me that it's hard to recall everything. But yeah, that's definitely something I had forgotten. It was 25. I see. Ah. That's cool. At least you did find an orange box this season. Still looking for my own orange box, of course. Well, yeah, I remember last season I found a COA, so that was pretty good. I was very happy with the COA find, but granted it was off stream and thus I wasn't really able to like chart it down as a drop, or it wasn't a part of like the official 1000 WSKs. Just some for fun runs of WSK. What is the deal with about chat? It's just not working. Yes. So yeah, the chat bot is simply not working. I can't really say much more than that. It's the chat bot is down, and so you don't see the global chat. It's supposed to return on Friday in beta form. They reworked, like they tweaked it a fair bit, and honestly, yeah, I'm kind of glad that it's coming back. Again, like, in an ideal world, it would have never gone down, but obviously, hey, what is this? Alibur's Rain, right? Garbage. Anyway, yeah. So in an ideal world, the chatbot would have obviously never gone down, or if it did ever go down, then it would have been immediately fixed. But I mean, they weren't able to fix it, and so. Yeah, here we are, and well, those of us who are still playing on the server obviously don't have the we don't have the ability to globally chat with others, which kind of sucks. I don't know how else to put it. For me, it's not as big a deal. I don't really use global chat as much as other people. Like, and if I'm ever playing like Slash, then I'm probably streaming it. So I always have you guys to talk to, so it's not as big a deal for me. But for the server as a whole, I think that it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's the lifeline, but it definitely helps to be in touch with the community for sure, right? Like that's a big part, big reason to play on the server. So I'm glad that it's coming back. But with POD reset having occurred last week or last Friday, I don't really think that I think the peak for the server for the season has passed, and people are probably moving on to POD. Like I know that it's not. Again, it's not vanilla D2, but I know that probably people are going to want to try that. I've already seen a few people trying to, on my Twitch, try to stream it, or that I'm following on Twitch or streaming it. Can someone go help me pick up my remains in Co2 queue? Yeah, sure, absolutely. I can go and do it for you. Just let me finish this up, and then I can go and do it. Unless you're just getting ready to debate me and be like, oh, sorry, too late, I left the game. And then at which point, I will simply shake my head, look at you, or I will look at you and just shake my head, and then I go back to my run. You got it? Alright, you're good. Nice. Cheers. I'm guessing by he, you meant you were too slow. Alright. Back to my... I'm now shaking my head, you can't see it, and I'm gonna go back to my run. Yeah, anyway. Alright, I think that's the end of my run, speaking of which. I'm gonna go refill my... oh, I think that's about it, actually, this run. So I'm gonna go back, refill my tome. Yeah, I'm good for another 2 runs. I'd be able to hit 490. I'll see the next 2 runs, how the next 2 runs go, and then maybe I'll see if I can do another 5 after. But if not, then I'm just gonna call it. Anyway, time to use D2JSP. I mean, having to charge the defathom just sounds awful. It does. And normally I would be like, wow, you actually charge the defathom? But it's Coaster, and honestly, yeah, for Coaster, he's the, you know, he doesn't really like to waste his time with people trying to fucking try and do shit like lowballing him. Which I totally respect, right? Like, if it's me, and I have an item of that value... Well, yeah. Rather than try and tear our hair out on trying to get, like, a good offer, it's like we don't need it and we can't sell it, then don't let it fucking collect dust on a mule, just sell the damn thing. Telling Tits about this and he called me a liar. Oh, I see. So it was probably Tits who told you that I quit because my build sucked too much. That makes sense, actually. But yeah, I believe that. Or I can... yeah, I could see why he would doubt you. Again, you've hit, like, the thing is, like, I know you've played this game enough that you've gotten plenty of D-fathoms. I wouldn't be surprised if you charsied a 25 fathom. I'm more surprised that you ran 4200 LK and didn't get anything higher than a lem. That, for me, is surprise. Again, not unheard of, not unbelievable, I believe you, but that for me is far more crazy than the notion that you sold a 25 fathom. Because at the end of the day, 25 fathom is just a 25 fathom. Like, yeah, you can't use it. I can't use it. No one we know can really use it. Some cold sort can probably use it, but what are they gonna offer? An ist? A gull? You don't need an ist or a gull. You need fucking, like, low rune. So, yeah, and you're not gonna waste your time trying to transfer it over to a mule. He doubts me because it is insane. Well, I mean, to each their own. I would hardly call it insane. Heck, I wouldn't even call it... I wouldn't even call it, like, stupid, really, because, again, if you don't need it, you don't need it. It's just like any other item. It's kind of like Tyraels. If you get a Tyraels, you probably wouldn't charcy a Tyraels, but I could definitely see why somebody would want to charcy a Tyraels. Like, okay, it's a rare item. But again, like, who really needs it? You certainly don't. Unless you want to stare at it, right? So yeah, like, I think it's just, I don't know. I don't know. There's definitely a word for it. It's not stupid, it's not insane. It's just unusual, I suppose, and surprising. But I've known you long enough that it's really not much of a surprise. You've charseed Tyraels? Well, that's funny. I've never found a Tyraels, so... So, yeah. If I got a Tyraels, you bet your ass I'm gonna fucking sit on it for until the end of time. Like fuck it. Like, that would be my personal achievement. Probably, like, on Slash. If I get it on Slash, it's not as... It wouldn't be as worthwhile as actually getting it vanilla. But still, like, Tyraels is still, for me, a Tyraels. I think it's pretty cool, just being able to have the rarest item in the game. Regardless of whether it's on Slash or not. Outside of Grail context, I thought Defathom. Oh, it is! It is! But, again, as I said, like... Oh, hey, gold wrap. I'm gonna chart that down. As I said, right, like, it's an endgame piece of equipment, like, but, Coaster isn't a cold Sork. And again, trading on this server sometimes, well, no, let me rephrase. Depending on who you are, you'll see trading very differently, right? In my case, I get a little bit frustrated with people sometimes, but by and large, I would probably never charsey like a 25 fathom or any fathom for that matter. But in Coaster's case, I think he's a little bit more... He has to deal with more shit than I do, and he doesn't have as much patience for it. So rather than go through the trouble of trying to make like an offer that both parties are happy with, right? Like, he doesn't need anything under like a low or under an Ohm rune. Right? Like, but that's what people are going to offer him for a so-called end game item, such as a Death's Fathom. Like, Death's Fathom, 25, like, what would you want to price that at, right? It's like, you wouldn't, if you're a cold Sork, you're not going to want to spend, like, 10 ohms on it, because it's not a perfect Death's Fathom, or 29 Death's Fathom. But you also, you know, but also Coaster wouldn't take an offer of like a fucking Ist or a Gull because it's a Death's Fathom. Like a Cold Sork actually wants that. So where do you put like the middle line, right? And so it's very difficult to find a buyer for a lower, like not a low fathom, but like a mid fathom. Or like a buyer for whom you can actually come across a price that's mutually agreeable. At least I think this is the case for Coaster. And then, of course, as Coaster said, like, he simply, fuck putting it as the motions of trading. Like, plain and simple, for Coaster, it's just not worth his time. If I were Coaster, again, I'm different from how Coaster is. I would absolutely try to sell my Defathom, even at a discount, so that I could get closer towards any other piece of equipment I need, or I'd put it in the bank, or maybe I'd trade it for a Gull so I could make it half of a Cham, right? Like, I would do that. But Coaster doesn't want to, and I respect that, because sometimes trading is just frustrating. When you have to try and fucking deal with people who are trying to penny pinch and shit like that. So yeah, you were also broke as shit. Oh yeah, but again, like, I'm not even talking about being broke as shit. Let's hypothetically say I weren't broke as shit, I still would want to trade a Defathom, right? Or I'd want to, like, try to sell it for the most number of mauls. And in Coaster's case, like, yeah, okay, like, he's not broke as shit, and I'm broke as shit, but even though he's not broke as shit, he still needs upgrades to his equipment. So by trading, he could actually get closer to his intended goal, like a little bit closer. But for him, the amount of time and effort necessary to do that just isn't worth it. Again, that's totally up to him. I'm not judging, man. Different people on the server have different ways of playing the game. And they have different experiences with the people on the server too. So it's like, so yeah, I'm not gonna... Different strokes for different folks. Don't see the big deal. It is, but they won't pay for anything that isn't 30%. I won't give it free. I would rather Charcy. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Oh, hey, Maul. There you go. There's a Maul. Hey, LeBron. Nice to see you. How's it going? I was wondering if I'd be seeing you today, although you've kind of caught me at an interesting time. This is probably going to be the tail end of my stream. I'm already at run 485, and that is going to be +1 on the Maul counter. I'm gonna run 485. I think. Let me just think here. 5 runs. Yeah, I think I could do. I mean, well, now everybody's showing up, so maybe I'll stay for a little bit longer. I'll chat with you guys. Yeah, I'll try to do 5 more runs, and I'll chat with you guys while I do it, I guess, and then that should be fine. I come and Maul shows up. Coincidence? Well, that's not as bad as earlier when I was talking to Enjoy and I was demoing on non-ladder my my Druid build, the Cold Druid. I ran 1AT and I found on the same pack I found a Mal rune and an IK Maul. Okay, a Mal and a Maul. So yeah, I don't know what to say. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. I'm telling you, man. Speaking of pricing things, is that rib cracker up for sale? Ah, there you go. Tossing up around the idea of making a Fury Druid. Are you the person who was? Oh no. Somebody else was making a Fireclaws Druid, and yeah, somebody else was making a Fireclaws Druid, and I was wondering if they still needed this rib cracker, but I think somebody gave them Shale Runes instead. Anyway, with that said, if you want the rib cracker is yours. Not really. It's not really up for sale because I don't really think. I don't think I'd really value it at anything higher than Pull, if anything, at all. 4 Mauls for it sounds right. I mean, we could trade in Mauls, but that's something I want to do in a future season. Oh, Fire Skiller now, there you go. That's pretty legit. I think that came from Gold Chest, too, so let's... Fire Skiller, nice. Fire GC, and that was 45 Gold Chest. When you're selling gold, interesting. I didn't realize you would need gold. But speaking of pricing things, yeah. So like I said, nice skiller. Yes, indeed. If you want the rib cracker, let me know. You can come pick it up. Yeah, you'd actually be doing me a favor. You'd be freeing up some space from my inventory so that I don't have the mule right away. So yeah, let me know if you want it. If you want it, it's yours. That's and if you really want to pay for it, then you know, I'll take a pull, I guess. But it's not really something that is like worth a ton. It'd be great. Thanks. Just let me know when you're ready. I'm ready right now, man. Feel free to jump into my game. I mean, I'm assuming you have a hell character who can come pick it up. If not, I can make it normal. But otherwise, yeah, I can just drop it for you. It's no big deal. You get in game, I'll you know what? Tell you what, I'll just do this. Game name is D485, password 1. I'm gonna throw it down on the ground right here. It's right next to the A1 stash. D2, be smart. Always say Maul or best offer. That's true. That is true. I do need to get better at bidding wars, you know? Like, these bidding wars have always been a pain point for me, okay? Like, I'm just not very good when it comes to having to auction for things, if you catch my vibe on 3 Watcher. Yeah, no problem, Maraham. Hope that rib cracker serves you well. Anyway, let's see. What else were we talking about here? Yeah, Charcy, just 3 PM B20 F0. Oh, man. Yeah. So... okay, so what else were we talking about? Oh yeah, so the other thing I wanted to say about Defathom, just a little anecdote of mine, Home 3 Watcher. I actually had a Defathom. I think the season that I was playing my Pit Singer, this was like years ago, okay? And let me tell you, I put that bad boy up for trade. I put for trade up I straight up told everybody I have a Death's Fathom. And it's up for trade. And let me actually just see if I can find the thread for you. Yeah, here it is. Take a look. What was my highest offer again on it? Let's see. Okay, no. Sorry, it's worse than I thought. I just straight up didn't get an offer. It was... Yeah, here you go. Check it out. This was... Yep, I remember now. I remember. I never actually did get an offer. Well, I did get an offer. Somebody offered a P-Torch for it. Which, again, I didn't have a Paladin that season, but I would have taken pretty much anything that was actually worth a damn for that D-Fathom. And then that bid got retracted, which, you know, again, I can't really fault the person because they realized they didn't want to make a cold sort or some shit. I don't remember. I don't really care. Point is, for such an item that's so valuable as an endgame item, for a cold sork, it usually doesn't... the price for it isn't always reflected because the cold skill damage roll is between 15 and 30. And obviously, like 30% or 29% is worth a lot compared to the lower values, which are generally priced a lot lower or worth a lot less to people. You probably won't even be able to tell the difference, but that's just how it is. Also, the other problem too, I realize. Yeah, exactly. Not 28 to 30. Good fucking luck. Yeah, Coaster is correct. At least generally speaking. Like sometimes, yeah, somebody will buy like a 25, I guess, or like a 26, or maybe a 23 or some shit. But anything below 28 is very difficult for the buyer and the seller to come to a consensus. Part of the the other issue why this is the case too is that it's not just, you got to consider Sorks. Like, if you were saying it's the end game item for like let's say like a poison necro, right? Like look at D-Web. D-Web, any D-Web will sell, even if it's a 140. Yeah, a necro will absolutely still take it, but a cold sork. A cold sork can function perfectly well without the D-Fathom, and likely at some point they're going to be rotating over into light sorks. So there aren't as many people who are willing to use like a 23 D-Fathom as anything other than a temp. That's the other thing I forgot to mention too. What's up, Mara? Came into my... Oh, I see. He went into my previous game, and then I think the autofill threw him into this one. That's probably what happened. Anyway, yeah. Like for most people, you're gonna be rolling over into a light sork anyway, so why would you want to like buy a D-Fathom unless you're really committed to finishing your cold sork? But at that point, if you are committed to finishing your cold sork, then wouldn't you just rather, you know, finish off your build with a 28, a 29, or a 30? Like, yeah, that's, I think, the main reasoning behind it. It's, again, Coaster's right. I don't really think anyone's to fault for this. It's just the rarity of the item. Like, the D-Fathom is rare, but you need, like, a good roll on it for the people for whom that item is important for, or important to actually be interested in buying it, if that makes sense. He's giving you a pull? Alright, sweet, thanks. Ah, a pull's a pull. Not really too... Oh, thanks. Yeah, a pull is a pull. I will take it. Thank you, my good sir. Who knows, maybe I can buy a socket quest with this. Wait, you get the pull? Okay. I thought you came in here by accident, my bad. But, yeah, thanks for the payment. Ah, another set of G-toes. Ooh, white diadem. Well, if only. Ha! All those goblin toes, clearly you should be playing a normal barb tonight. Oh, yeah, wouldn't that be something? Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of playing a normal barb, I just remembered, like, I still got to talk to Seth about doing Players 2.8 sometime later this month before his summer vacation ends, I think. That would probably be good. Although I think that probably even after his summer vacation is over, he still has his... It's still going to be online schooling for him, but anyway. Yeah, I need to work that out. I still have that I need to do, so I gotta make time for it. Probably one of these Sundays I'll do a stream. I just don't know which one. When I used to play Whirlwind Barb was so good, then the great nerf occurred. Oh yeah, it'd be like that. Yeah, Whirlwind Barb. Well, I mean, if you want to relive the glory days of a Whirlwind Barb, there's always I think classic. Like, there's like, yeah, and classic Whirlwind Barbs are still very strong, so that's always an option for you. Telling you, man. It's an orange box. It's gonna happen. Also, I'm feeling another high rune drop in the next 500 runs. Just one. That'd be pretty cool to see. Anyway, I think that's about the end of my run. Is this Sat Alex game earlier than... Oh, I'm glad you asked, and I'm actually kind of glad you reminded me. Let me just double check. It's probably going to be the earlier than usual. Yes, that's going to be the case. Come on, man. Yep, 2 hours earlier than usual, so I'll be seeing you around then. Okay, let's keep at it. Sad Alex? Yeah. Yeah. Sad Alex. It's a threesome. Yes, yes. Hom and I have some, unfinished business that we must attend to. And, may or may not involve some very, very lovely, Tinder / Grinder dates and other... I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Yeah, just know that it's going to be a very glorious, glorious time. Anyway, yeah, LeBron was saying, hope all is well. Yeah, I hope you're doing really well, too. I mean, yeah, how's life? It's going. It's just been quite busy lately. Yeah, haven't had much time lately to, like, haven't really had much time to play on Slash, I guess. Like, anytime I'm playing on Slash, I'm streaming it, of course. But I know, like, some people would play Slash while they're not streaming, but in my case, I only have time to really play about once a week. Even today, like, I would have wanted to play until, like, 11 or, like, midnight, at least. But I have to dip a little bit early. So, he is two-timing cheating. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got me good, sir. You got me good. Anyway, but yeah, for real, though. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I've been watching more people on Twitch, though, so that's pretty nice. Not like Diablo 2 streamers, though, funny enough. I've been watching a lot of, like, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and I've also been watching... what's the other one? Fall Guys. I'm sure you've heard of that one. Fall Guys it seems like a pretty fun game. So, yeah, that's been all the rage on Twitch lately. I've just been looking into that. But yeah, that's basically been it for me. How have you been, LeBron? Hope you've been doing well. Hope the mod duties of Slash haven't completely sapped the life out of you. The other thing too is, oh, okay, never mind. There you go. That'll do it. All right. Good tired tonight? I see. Yeah, how was your day then? I mean, I figure if you're tired, then you must have had a long and busy day, crushing the plebs on Slash and showing them their place. He's been getting flamed by me? Oh, I believe that. Of all the people that got flamed by you, getting flamed by Coaster? Oh, dude, oof, that's like a worst case scenario, you know? Like, you gotta be terribly unlucky. Like, this guy's been spitting fire. That's, getting flamed by him? Oh, shit, dude. I'll burn you good. Anyway. So, these are gonna be my last, 3 runs. This one and, 2 more. And I think that's gonna be it for me this evening. 88, 89... Actually, no, I lied. Probably 3 more runs, actually, if I'm doing my math right. Okay, we're clear here. 488. But yeah, that was your day, LeBron. What would you end up doing? Because yeah, if you're tired, probably you had a long, busy day. Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's like, kind of sucks because there's like nothing really interesting to report about life as a whole. I would say because of fucking COVID. Like, there's like, and I mean I don't usually talk about my personal life anyway, but like with COVID going on, it's really hard to say that there's been any like exciting occurrences out there. And what I can say is that like I kind of wanted to do that. I want to do another budget video going forward. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I want to do another budget video going forward. I just don't know. And I also want to do P28. Those are the big things that I would talk about. But again, the P28, I'm expecting that I'll probably be doing it one of these upcoming 2 or 3 weekends. Probably on a Sunday. I'm thinking same. Okay, good to know that we're, well, maybe not good to know that we're in the same boat, but you know, at least yeah, I can definitely empathize. It's kind of shitty. And also, as I've mentioned this a couple times before, ever since COVID began, I've actually been busier than I have been without. Well, not just busier, but also more unmotivated, to tell you the truth. Like, just for everything. Not talking about, like, streams necessarily, but it's hard to really feel like wanting to do anything when, well, there's, you know, everyone's just chilling indoors and everything. No one wants to meet up and do stuff. It's kind of gotta go for now. All right, well, don't let me keep you. Just know these things then as you head out. Yeah, budget video. I kind of want to do one. Probably, I'm thinking it's gonna be for the Pit Singer because I can probably do that one in a way which I'll be happy with. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to see if I can make time for it in the next couple weeks. I'm gonna probably be doing P28 with Seth at some point. I'm thinking that a good weekend to do it will be either Sunday the 30th or September the 6th. Like one of the Sundays, I think. And it's kind of more or less what I'm thinking is gonna be going down. So yeah, that's as much as I can really say for now. But yeah, it's good to hear from you, LeBron. Hope you have a lovely week, and yeah, I appreciate you dropping by, man, as always. Yeah, stay safe, take it easy, and yeah, hope you have a good night. What are these terms P28 and budget? Ah, that's a great question. So let's see, P28. Yeah, okay, so P28 is shorthand for going through the game, doing a full playthrough, normal to hell. but using 2 of our characters in an 8-player setting. So right now I'm playing players 1, right? Players 1, like 1 player, like I'm actually running 1 character, and in the game there's only 1 person, and that's myself. But as I mentioned to you before, there's a feature called multi-boxing, or we're allowed to use multi-boxing here, meaning we can have multiple windows of the game open at once. And up to 4 windows. And what P28 means is that I run 4 boxes, and somebody else runs 4 boxes, and then we put these, like, we basically make an 8-player game with all of the characters, but then we run 1 character each through the game, while we have 8 players in the game. Does that make sense? Yeah. So basically 2 people running 4 characters each is what P28 means, long story short. And the plan here is... Okay, good. So the plan here with... oh, another mall! Oh, very nice. Yes, that puts us up to 10, my dude. Alright. So the reason why it's significant, or why I just call it P28, is the majority of people here kind of know, like, if I'm talking about P28, then, you know, they know exactly what I'm talking about, that I'm going to be playing with somebody else, namely Seth, because I've talked about it so many times, and that I'm going to be... Oh, hey, there was a whiz spike. I didn't even see this. Okay, well, I'm not going to make that mistake that I made previously again. I'm going to actually hold on to this whiz spike now. That is a whiz spike on run number 488. Not bad at all. Alright, Coaster. Well, thanks again for dropping by. Really appreciate it. Hope you are having a lovely... Hope you've been having a lovely week so far, but yeah, I'm going to be hopping off soon myself anyway, so yeah, you have yourself a good night, man. And appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for watching. Okay, anyway, so yeah, that's for P28. Yeah, like, again, that's the shorthand that most people already know, because they've been playing on the server, and I talked about running this with Seth a couple times already. Now, budget. So, yeah, I have actually a series of side videos known as the budget guides, I guess, where I actually am trying... Well, I basically try to make characters, popular characters that are an alternative, a viable alternative to fucking cold sork into AT. And I actually show people how to build those characters. That's basically it. Now, the thing is, these budget videos are much more... How should I put them? Well, that's basically it. That's basically it. The thing with these budget videos, like, one of the reasons I made content, like, I wanted to make D2 content in the first place, is I wanted to know if people were actually interested in seeing, this kind of stuff. And it turns out they kind of are, so I was very happy with to find out that, yeah, like, people are actually kind of hyped to see me try to, like, show them how to, like, make these high, like, lower, or poor, like, characters who are poor and the characters that can actually farm hell. But of course the catch here is there is a fair bit of prep work that goes into making them, as, well, you might expect. I have to actually set the characters up, I have to write some notes as to what I want to say, I actually have to do research on how the characters themselves work, and what items are best to recommend. And then of course there's the problem of all the failed takes. Like, sometimes it takes me 6 or 7 attempts to actually get a good run in. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, that's the idea behind the budget videos that I was talking about, I guess. Okay, that's a soul rune. I was looking for the jewel. Anyway, yes, so I'm gonna probably continue this run, then one more after, and then that's gonna be it for the night, so... Yeah, guys, let me know if you have any other remaining questions. I know it was short, I know it was short and sweet, but again, I wasn't planning to really go super ham today. Yeah, just checking up on you guys, hope you're all doing well, and hope you enjoyed hanging out, more or less. What? 500? No, no, no. I don't. Sorry, dude. I can't. Like, I wanted to, but I actually have other things I need to take care of this evening, so I cannot. I can't actually. Ooh, Jewel. Yes. Yeah, I can't finish the remaining 10 runs. I have the stamina for it. Like, I actually could physically handle staying up and doing the remaining 10 runs. That's easy enough. That's probably like another hour, honestly, another hour or two, which is not bad at all. I could probably even make it to run 510, 515 if I really wanted to, but again, I can't this evening. I actually do have something I need to take care of. So yeah, we're gonna have to leave that for next time. Hopefully, next stream, hopefully I'll actually not, well, I'm not gonna be in a rush to hop off so soon. Usually I'm down to stay up until like a little past midnight to finish my runs, but today I'm afraid that's just not the case. My OCD, yeah, I normally like to end on a nice clean round number myself. Trust me, even last stream I ended on run 465. I didn't like that, but it was like fucking 1 a.m. So I mean, it can't really be helped. At that point, I can shamelessly go offline and be like, okay, yeah, like it's getting late. Like I gotta actually get some bed rest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I look out for my health too, I guess. I have some free time Saturday night to do 10 quick runs. Will I though? I don't even know if I can say that. Hey, welcome to the stream, Mehmet. You've come at a very interesting time. Yeah, greetings to you from Canada. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far, Mehmet. But am I saying your name right? I hope I am. Mehmet? Anyway, this is my last run of the night, though. Sorry. I'll be here again next Wednesday. Probably. I'm trying to make it a routine to do weekly Wednesday streams. Try to get in the habit, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, this is gonna be it for me after this run. So yeah, I hope you guys had a good time as always, and yeah, just let me know if you guys have any last things you want to ask before I hop off for the night. And yeah, just thinking, do I even have plans after Saturday? Just trying to think here. That's a good point. Nah. Let's go, Burr. Sorry, let's go, Burr. Let's go. I think that's the line that we're supposed to be using here. Let's go, Burr. Let's go. Let's go, Burr. Let's go. Yeah, Burr would be great right about now, but again, I don't really expect much out of these 1,000 runs, as I think made abundantly clear. I'm, of course, mostly interested in doing full clears of Mausoleum and being able to verify for myself that, yeah, probably I should just never come back here again, which, yeah, if Coaster were here, he would say probably something along the lines of, well, I mean, it's all in RNG, like, sometimes you actually get some good shit out of Mausoleum, but frankly, I, like, the number of items I've been getting, like, as a whole, have just... Yeah, it's just not a good place to be, honestly. Like yeah, you're easily better off in AT, despite even for high runes, you're probably better off in AT, despite how many like poppables there are in Moz, like gold chests and mini chests and all this shit. Like, it's just not worth it in my opinion. Oh yeah, well, I'm out of TP scrolls. I guess I just gotta do this the old-fashioned way. Ha! Vortex Orb, ain't that funny. Well, for once, I kind of wish that chest would have popped me an ID scroll instead of a fucking TP scroll. Unless I have that filtered out. That could actually be it. Alright guys, well, yeah, but Hom 3 Watcher, I'll probably be seeing you on Saturday. The rest of you guys, thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it. I know you've heard this a couple times already, but really, it was nice of y'all to tune in. It's been a fun stream, nice and chill. Definitely not as many. It was a little bit short, well, a lot shorter than I wanted it to be. But I mean, that's kind of the way these things go. And at the start of the stream, there wasn't anybody who was readily available, so that was unusual. Haven't seen that happen for a long time, where no one showed up for the first 30 minutes, first half hour of the stream. So yeah, I actually managed to get through quite a number of runs because I was able to focus. I was doing like sub 4, which was pretty cool. I mean, even now I'm kind of doing sub 4, but I think, yeah, I'm not really. Okay, well. Cold, yeah, okay, that's, yeah, all garbage. GC and, oh yeah, well, I can't even. GG's have a good night. GG's have a good night. GG, yeah. Same, Maverick. Thanks again for dropping by. I appreciate you going out of your way to stop by after I messaged you on Discord. Since, again, I was so unused to people not showing up that I actually thought that that Twitch had just not sent any notifications, was my guess. Oh, there's an ID scroll here. Okay, well, perfect. I can just ID this now, get rid of this, and then go back, pick up this horn helm. Perfect. Anyways, guys, yep, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to probably go and ID my shit, and I'm going to call it a night. So, guys, once again, thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you all had fun, and I hope you have a great week. And hopefully, by the time next stream rolls around, the chatbot will be back up again, and there will be some juicy drama to talk about. But otherwise, yeah. Yeah. Stay safe, guys. Have a great week. See you next Wednesday, hopefully, is the plan. And maybe, just thinking, yeah, one of these upcoming Sundays I'm going to want to do the, like I said, the budget video and the 2-8 with Seth. So, yeah, pretty exciting stuff coming up. Yeah, and I think that's going to be it for now. Almost halfway. Run number 490, stopping here. Next stream, we'll be hitting 500, which is going to be the halfway point of these Mausoleum runs. And then we're going to need to figure out how and when we're going to try to do the remaining 500 runs. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. Talk to you guys later. This is D2D2, signing out.